That's taking a lot longer today to go live. It did
Yeah,
this morning. Yeah.
that's a strange one.
You're going to bring us in?
I guess so. Hey, everybody, welcome back to Aces 53 with Ed Parcaut and myself. We are here on Tuesdays and Thursdays. Show you what we're playing with it with AI, and then every once in a while we'll bring in a guest, someone we call a special joke or call a joker. That's a special guest with a special skill or talent that we want to learn from, and we want you to learn from at the same time. So, how you doing today, Ed?
Doing good. Much better than you. You guys got like a little bit of humidity today, huh?
It's a wee bit warm today, yes, but we are inside in the air conditioning, so it's one of those. I want to go to Six Flags because we got the season passes, but I'm like, and it's 104 index heat, so we'll wait till an overcast day to go.
Well, that's just like in Paris, in France, man. They hit the highest they've ever hit. Yes, like day before 112.
That's what I heard. I heard people are just getting hit by everything that's out there.
Yeah,
But
now that's moving more east to the next to Germany. So yeah, it's pretty bad there. But now, like in the next week, they're down to 70s.
yeah,
But they have no air conditioning in all of Europe.
well, I know. Well, most places don't. That's like why they shut down. Like Italy shuts down in August. Most people go to the beaches because they don't have air conditioning in their place. Like I did a study abroad there, and I was like, oh, hey, it's really cheap to live there in August, and then I knew why. So I slept like on the ceramic tile floor at some nights because it was so hot. And I'm like, but the tile's cool. Things you do when you're young and dumb, right?
Yeah, that's right.
All right. So we were talking a little bit before we got started. We're both playing with different things. Let's just jump into it.
Let's preference first.
Sure.
So our big thing is about branding, authority, the whole 9 yards. And in the past, for me to do any type of clothing like this or any stuff, it's not easy.
Right.
And have it designed, and how is it supposed to look? Can you show me it with this way? Can you show me that way?
Right.
Now with ChatGPT, I was shocked when I asked it to show me my branding for my mortgage company, Loan Squad, because it's more than just a company. It's a community. It's everything that what you need to do today with any company. Because I think Perry put it out there, how fast somebody can come and take everything from you, your company these days. So you need to build more than just a company.
Right. Well, let's just say everybody wants to be a part of a mission, of community, of something. That's what everybody's craving, especially. I've got this post ready to go. Talk about we're so overloaded with AI. The minute that I see an M dash in somebody's stuff, I'm like, all right, it's AI.
M dash. Even though M dashes were used before,
they were mainly in legal settings, right? Like in
just some people on websites would use them all the time. Yeah.
Yeah. But now it's an instant thing that you go, okay, they did this in AI. And so that's what my post is going to be about is like, you need to put in your own voice and just have AI pretty it up. But if you're one of these who's like, well, I just had AI write my next 45 days of things, I'm not going to touch it. If you're not going through and editing it and saying, does it look or sound like me? It ain't going to work out well.
No, because people know who you are and how it sounds. And so when we first started playing with chat in 22, my book had come out. So I dropped it in there and said, this is my voice, use my voice. And then I put things in there like, don't use M dashes. Don't do this. Don't do that. Do not put that stupid first sentence on my emails.
I hope this email finds you well, right? The COVID email that came out.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. What else did I work on? Then I talked to some people. I'm like, all right, hey, are you guys using the cheat sheet? And they're like, I kind of, I saw you speak, but I don't really remember everything. With so much new information, I kind of got overwhelmed, overloaded, and I kind of forgot some of it. So one of the things is I talked to the marketing team. I'm like, all right, let's do a landing page and offer that as a product, right? And so what they said is, hey, let's play around with the new AI studio that's in the CRM. And so let me
hold on. Did your marketing department say this, or did you just go, I'm tired because they're not doing it for me, I'm gonna do it myself?
we hopped on a call together the other day and talked about it. So
talked about it, but who did it?
I did today because I want to play with it.
Right. What I'm getting at is you're showing yourself that you don't need those people.
Yes and no. I still need their input on stuff. So like here it is. Where is it? It's over here. So it's very much like Lovable. When you go in, you play with it. So you can go into the side, you can put prompts in, and then it'll give you the information back. So I can say like, hey, I don't like this. I do like that. So all I did is I came in the beginning and said like, hey, I talked to people. I put up a QR code when I'm done speaking. When I asked them, they said, here was their input back, which was all this information here. Here's what I want you to create. And it basically put the website together just kind of like Lovable did in a very, very quick fashion.
You said this is your land. This is another. Is it a funnel page, landing page?
It'll be a landing page.
Will it be connected to your website, or is
it will? So that's when you go to publish it, that's when it says, hey, do you want to add in your own domain here? So this is what it first comes out with, just like
I
Lovable
can't
does.
read it. It's too small. So
It basically gives their URL and says, do you want to add your own custom domain? I'm like, no, I want to add my own custom domain. So like Lovable, it'll have theirs is called vibepreview.com, but you can basically have one and then you can add it to your own custom domain as well. And then go through
Cloudflare.
Cloudflare.
Really like Lovable, because Lovable has their own domain and then you can add it to your domain.
That's what I just said. It's exactly like Lovable.
I'm just telling you, I'm reiterating what you're saying.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. So, but it was cool. I mean, this took me 30 minutes to put together. And so all you have to have is your idea of what you want and it'll do it. Although I don't know how it's going to integrate into the rest of GoHighLevel because I just published it. And right now it publishes it to that external URL because I haven't linked it to my own website yet. But I'm curious.
How did you connect it?
You just hit publish. That's the part that I got to reverse and figure out. Because right now, when you just go in, this is what it looks like. And it says, let's build something together.
Right. So it's down there at the bottom. God, that's just, and then the whole thing looks just like Lovable.
Yep.
But the question, all right, so where do you want it on your website? That's the question.
So I put a subdomain in it, right? And so I already have that subdomain that I just now have to go add it through Cloudflare to get there. But when you see it, right, like, so that's what's the only thing that to me that's interesting is now when you go to sites, I didn't see it when I looked earlier, right? Versus before, it's like,
those are funnels.
Right.
So where is it on? Is it under
that's
websites?
What I'm looking. It might be under marketing.
Look under website. Go back where you were. Go back to sites.
I was under sites.
Click, but look at the top there. Funnels, websites.
See, this just got my regular one there.
Stores.
It's not there. I didn't see it. See, it's not under funnel. So I've just been playing with it. Now I got to figure out where does it put it in high level.
You could just ask.
Yeah. So right now I know it takes it to a third party page, which I don't know if this will kill what we're looking at or not. Let's see. Yeah, so that it's on this third party page here, but I want to take
you didn't put it under your subdomain yet. That's why.
Right. That's what I was saying is because when I went to go to Cloudflare, it said it couldn't find it. So I've got to go and fix that, but I can't figure out where in high level it's going to be there. But it was interesting because
I don't think it matters.
Right.
Just go back to where you had it at, wherever you found it. Was that AI somewhere in there? I can't read those. It's too small.
AI Studio.
Yeah. So it's probably one of those things for now. It's in its own little area. And then you just have to set up the subdomain and then have Cloudflare create the subdomain. It's not going to find this anyway.
No, and I've got that part. So this is another one. So now they have AI basically everything. So you can create funnel pages in here and you just say, okay, generate it all with AI. So it's all going that way. But yeah, we just decided yesterday to play in the studio and see what you can do. It's cool. So when you see it, when you come into if you have a GoHighLevel, you just hit AI Studio and this is what it looks like. But man, it looks so much like Lovable. It's what you and I have talked about before, and that is everybody's creating their own version of vibe coding to mimic something else. But this one is so close to it. Easy to do, but like I said, I can't figure out where it locks in yet. But
you'll find it.
Yeah,
you'll figure
it out eventually. So
yeah, but what it's doing is it's telling you, because here's my question to you now, because you said you need to run things past them. What did you run past your marketing team?
They're having to help me fix like Stripe and some other things that this one can't do. Lovable, I said, hey, go create these in Stripe. And it created all the integrations, all the links. This one doesn't do it yet. So what they're still helping me with is a 30-day campaign after people like download a cheat sheet. They're putting in the integrations like, did this source come from social media? Did it come from Talkadot? Where did it come from? So it's the little things that like, I don't know if you've ever gone in.
Tags, you're talking about the tags.
Well, not just the tags, but how do you put it into a workflow? That is confusing as hell if you've not done that.
But what you can do is connect Claude to.
Right.
And then have Claude do that for you.
I tried it with Talkadot. For some reason, it didn't work with Claude.
I'm talking about it with GoHighLevel.
Right. I have it integrated because I had it fix some other things for me.
Yeah, but how did you integrate it through Terminal? How you have or CoWork? How do you have it integrated?
CoWork.
Okay.
Yep. CoWork on the desktop. But anyway, it was a fun thing to play with, but it looks so much like Lovable, but it doesn't have all of the Lovable features yet. But it is crazy. Yeah.
Right. So
Good.
here's the thing. So you can do it yourself, as you
Right.
show you, or the people that you work with can do it much faster for you.
Right.
But the issue I have with some of these companies is they still take too damn long to do anything.
Right.
Because here's one of the reasons I was supposed to create this thing for somebody, right?
Mhm.
I can have it done in like 10 minutes,
Yep.
but I wait a week.
Because you want to set expectations.
Right. And
Yeah.
yeah, because if they think it's that easy because I've done, 10,000 hours of this, whatever the number is of this
Right.
stuff since 22. And it's easy for me because I know what to say. I know how to do certain things. Where somebody else, they can do it. It's just going to take them a while.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh,
And
whoops.
what's amazing, because what you just showed me and we were talking about beforehand, I'm going to add this to stages because
Yeah.
I'm building out my, where is it over here? Building out my brand for this mortgage company I have. And up until today, it was a lot of work to build. So I had it help me build logos.
Hmm.
And then we go back here. This is my bottom of my email signature.
Yep.
It can create that now for you.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah. So yeah, dude, then I needed a separate thing for a favicon, and then I needed a separate logo. Ignore the little white spots, but I'm just showing you this didn't work. I needed this in the header because this other one down here won't work in the header. It's too big.
Gotcha.
But so that was just I started with it. This Lone Squad logo I built like 8 months ago or almost a year ago, and it was not this clean and nice. Then ChatGPT changed everything inside of it, and now it makes graphics amazing. Because if you look at how it made my apparel collection, you can
Yeah.
see the logos on everything,
Hmm.
and you can see how it changed the colors of the logo to match the shirts. It's not full color. You follow me?
Yeah.
And then it gave me a leather patch one here, and then it told me what pants to go with the with the shirts and the polos, and then it gave me my package to give out to my clients. This is everything you receive, right? You get to the little, because that's what we do, and then it helped me create other challenge coins, fronts and backs, and then
Hmm.
the other stuff, and then I said, okay, well that's great, but I want to break out everything as so. Can you make it like Granimals for me? Remember Granimals?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
People who don't know it, you match the animal with the animal, and that's how your kids were able to go ahead and put their clothes together.
Right.
And then it created these little etched belts for me, and then it told me what shoe. I mean, just this executive look we're looking for. Like I like this better. That can be a standard brand through the whole company, and as we add branches and everything else, and not everybody's going to want to do this, and that's okay.
Sure.
But this is a community, and not just here. Here's your loan. Bye. We're
Well,
veterans. We're a
we had a
community.
Joe on, what, 2 weeks ago? Yeah.
Right.
And that's one of the things that dealership did is they had a standard dress, because you go to some dealerships and people all don't look alike, right? But once they created a uniform, people feel like they're part of a group, a troop, whatever you want to call it. And that's what we're starting to see. But to your point, like somebody's given me access to some software they've developed in Claude, and Claude is still so far behind ChatGPT as far as images, because he gave me the software. It creates social media for you, but it was misspelling a lot of words. And it said, oh, edit this to fix it, right? Like you do in ChatGPT. When I went in to edit it, it just changed it back to text and got rid of all the images. So Claude is behind a little bit on that. That's definitely where Chat.
Well, that's because you have to connect it to the right connections to do those things. So
Right.
Claude does so much great stuff. But
Mhm.
so this is how I use Lovable to create the user interface
Yep.
for Replit.
Yeah.
And then I use Claude to build out the backend.
Right.
Then that's how you do it through GitHub and everything else, and connect and go back and forth, and that's how you do it. But what I'm getting at, this right here. Now I know exactly how my flag should look on my shirt, my hat,
Mhm.
my belt. Where before you'd have to ask the people who are doing it, hey, can you give me a printout of both, whatever? You don't have to do that now. It saves times, it saves energy. And it came up with this mission before mortgage back here. I'm like, that is exactly what I'm going to fucking put up now, even though mine says, this says serving those who have served.
Yeah.
But this is truly what we're doing. We're building a totally different company. And people are like, why are you doing it now because AI is and all the other stuff? That's why.
Mhm. Yeah.
Is because of what AI and how things I can do and how I can grow the company now and how I can keep it to where we can do more and do more in other states. Because I talked to a veteran the other day who was in my industry in somewhere else in the country, and he has a ton of systems in place. Well, we all do that, but it's not the thing that we're looking for. There's a lot of companies out there who say they're for veterans, and like there's one company that says they're a veteran company, but not a single veteran owns the company.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's interesting.
It's one of the biggest ones. Not the ones you see on TV with the admiral.
Right.
Leave it at that. Yeah,
I got you.
Yeah,
you're talking.
They're kind of like united. They're kind of united people.
Gotcha. All right.
Once I heard that, I was like, "You got to be kidding me!" No, what they're taking advantage of the veteran, and that's what the guy and I was talking about the other day on the show, Helping the Brave, how the veteran community is very trusting, and we're
and like, supportive. Yeah.
Right. Well, and because we're all in this are used to if an admiral told you to do something, you're going to do it. So you got somebody on TV going, you call here and do this, you're going to do it. But you got to be careful because it's not always in your best interest. If they can advertise on TV, somebody's paying for that advertising.
Right.
And it's not technically them. Anyway, so that was just amazing what it did. Because 6 months ago,
it
would have misspelling. It'd be messed up.
5 fingers.
It was, yeah, and then so
the 2 thumbs, yeah.
I mean, it even told me the brand of shirts and pants to go get.
Oh yeah, well, and that's why we're
and
talking
where
about
to get them, get them made at, the whole 9 yards. And then so I connected this all with my virtual team, and said, I need your help on doing all this. And you guys are over where you're at. Is there a cheaper way to do this over there? Let me know.
Well, that's the whole, just what it's come to is it used to be, it only produced what was prompted, but I don't know if you've been paying attention, like now that there's advertisements in AI and everything else, that's what we're starting to see is
there advertisements in AI?
You can now start doing ads. Yes.
What do you mean ads? Like make ads or add in it?
You can make it so that like you pop up first, just like when you go to Google and you ask for a result.
How do you do that?
I just saw a train for like, if you want to learn how to do AI ads, I didn't click into it yet.
Because it wasn't just to advertise ads.
You never know.
Supposedly Cossum have figured it out.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he threw a thing out there the other day that he figured it. They figured it out, but
who knows? I need to watch his thing. He did something on LinkedIn the other day that I wasn't able to attend.
He does lives every day at 3 p.m. my time, 6
No, I know, but he did a special thing on LinkedIn the other day that I was at a different event, so I couldn't go to it. But it was about how to blow up your LinkedIn profile. Him and another guy sat down, did it.
Well, there was a guy that created a whole thing a long time ago and hired veterans, hired VAs, virtual assistants, to do the part that you can't do.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they were doing amazing stuff on LinkedIn. So they probably use AI now to do it. So
probably so. I don't know. He said it's on his YouTube channel, so I figured this weekend I'll catch up on it.
I won't because I'll be watching World Cup.
You can't multitask?
Not with football.
You just listen to Cossum and watch it like he's the announcer for the game. It's fine.
Yeah, exactly. Now, actually, it's going to be perfect to be outside this weekend because it's 70 something one day and 83 to 84 the next day.
Yeah.
So yeah, but then we get back in the 90s. So
I got you.
And then next week is 4th of July.
Yeah.
So we won't be here Thursday.
No, we'll skip it.
And then the next week I'm gone out of town.
Cool.
Because it's my birthday.
I gotcha.
Any comments anywhere? Because I haven't been paying attention.
No, that's what I was looking at real fast as I was going back between the other ones. That and something popped up on my calendar. I was like, "What is that?" And I forgot something got canceled, not removed from the calendar.
Yes. So you're speaking to San Diego. I saw your thing.
Yeah, speaking of San Diego next month, got something at a local country club here, very very high end country club. I'm going to go and train their staff.
Aren't all country clubs high end?
This one has a 5-year waiting list. You have to be referred by 2 existing members, and the price tag to get in it is quite hefty.
Well, that's even mine here was very expensive. And then during the downturn in the 2008 through 2012, the price dropped drastically because people wanted out. And I got in at that time.
Oh, did you really?
I was. And then I was on the board. So it's funny because the country club, you got to be interviewed. So I'm expecting to go into a room like, Top Gun after your plane went in the ocean, how you went in that board.
Yeah.
No, it was just a guy. It's like, oh yeah, and just talking. And then I took that over for the country club because I was good at it. And I got to meet all the new members and everything. And it was fine. But once we bought our cabin and the kids, we'd go out there and have nice dinners and stuff. But once we bought our cabin, I was never around on weekends to golf. During the week, I was too busy. And, we go out for a 9-hole or whatever, me and the guys during the week. But I'm like, okay, I'm giving myself 6 months. If I don't use it this much in the next 6 months, I'm canceling it. And so I cancel it. Yeah.
Yep. Well, that's just it. I mean, I've got a buddy who's in insurance and he's out there 4 to 5 days a week. Like for him, it's a no-brainer. Now, it's not a tax write-off like it used to be, but still to take clients out there to play. Right. It's marketing. So, but it's not like it used to be. But yeah, so I'll speak at that, and that's going to be on July 8th. And I've got a few just local things in Dallas, and really it's everything building up for. I've got that one in July, waiting on some 2 back in August, but then September and October are filling up, which is good because for a while there was nothing there.
Well, that's how it works. The feast or famine.
Yep, feast or. I already have one booked for April of next year, right? Good. And that's the funny thing. So I've got one that's almost a year away, and then some of them, like I was just talking with another speaker before we jumped on. He's got 3 holds, which means, hey, we want to maybe book you for next month. And the only challenge with that is airfare isn't cheap to begin with, especially with gas prices right now. So the longer they wait,
oil dropped drastically. So
it should go back down. But airlines,
there was 69 today, which before the war, it was 67.
Yeah. So, yeah. But that doesn't mean the airlines will drop the prices soon, right?
Well, they will, because they absorbed so much of it in the beginning. They should be able to drop it a little bit.
Well, should and do. It's like fees. When did baggage fees start? During gas crisis way back in the day. And they're like, oh, well, we'll just keep them there. And now the fact that that's a whole thing living in Dallas.
Stop bitching about fees, man. Move on.
No. I'll just tell you. Because we talk about branding. The whole thing is people have stopped flying Southwest because it's no longer open seating and it's no longer free checked bags. So now they marketed themselves out. I mean, yes, people who are conveniently closer to that airport will go. Like traffic is a consideration, but all the things that made Southwest doesn't make it Southwest anymore. So not open seating.
Yeah, but they have the Wi-Fi on there.
The American has Wi-Fi.
I know, but I'm just saying Southwest now on one of their planes it has the Starlink.
Yeah.
Yeah, so they've been trying it on one of the planes, and then they're going to move it to all the planes.
I thought several airlines I thought were doing that, but
that's the only one I knew about, and I don't fly Southwest because I don't like cattle calling.
But all the people that used to fly it's because you save. You go on a trip with 4 or 5 people, you save all that money on checked bags. Well, now that's all gone. So again, it's for the day-to-day traveler. You're loyal to an airline. I'm loyal to American, even though it's a farther drive. I've got, Jimmy, who's been on here, he's loyal to Southwest. He only flies Southwest, right? But now I look at people and like this one girl I know, she chooses which airport based on how bad is traffic and what time is my flight. But smart. People who are diehard Southwest aren't diehards anymore. So will a brand, that company may make money, but they lost part of their brand and their identity of who they are. But there's nothing wrong with changing your brand, right? But you have to realize that it's the effect it's going to have.
Yeah, but it also probably opened it up to more people because there was no way in hell I was flying Southwest because I don't want to have to fight for a seat.
Right.
And I want to pick my seat before I even get there. And how I pick flights, the shortest flight. That's how I pick my flights. And drive time to the airport. So like coming to Dallas, I'm flying out of San Jose because it was the easiest for me to get there in 3 hours. So.
Yeah, when I looked, it was weird enough on American. San Jose was more expensive. San Francisco was super cheap to get to.
Oh, good luck with that one.
What?
Depends on where you want. Yeah, to go to San Francisco during the day or whenever, you're talking 2 to 3 hours.
Oh, yeah.
San Jose is much easier.
Right. And that's what I'm saying. It just costs more. Same when I go to LA, I always look at LA, John Wayne, and what's the other one that's out there? Ontario. Just see like which one. And it's always LAX. It's the cheapest, but freaking that having to take the shuttle bus to get to where you can even get to Uber is a pain in the butt. So.
All right. So what else you work on? Did you finish your book yet? Did you finish
It's over with Jim right now, who we've had on before. So he's sent it over. He said, matter of fact, that's one of the texts came in and said, looks good. Love the backstory. It feels like a workbook or ebook, which it is. It's designed to be that. He goes, bring in some personal stories, tell some other stories, and then dedication page, acknowledgments page, and some QR codes for the website. So
Yeah. And
yeah,
also, now the thing you sent me the other day, how ChatGPT can get into Amazon book stuff. Remember that one you sent
yeah,
me that on Instagram? Go in there. There's a prompt, and how to have it edit your book, and then also have it just do it. Just put
yeah.
that prompt, put your book in there, and have it edit it itself, and see what it says too. So you got
You have
something
it?
else on the
Or
screen? Huh?
no, I thought you were gonna like tell me more about it. I was
No, no,
waiting.
I'm just saying go to that prompt, grab
Yeah.
that prompt, and then utilize it to see how it, on the stuff. Because the other day I'm, on my walk with Claude before I hurt my foot, I was talking to it and it made prompts for me to fix my VA claim bridge a certain
Mhm.
way. And then I had it make me a master prompt for it to do all the stuff. So
Right.
you can, it will, and I'm talking like, the prompts I never created. Like it is, you are this kind of thing, and it created amazing stuff. I just tell it to do certain things, and it makes these huge prompts on how to do things. So I'm just saying, use that as another way to edit your book.
Right. Well, the good news is, I mean, it's mainly done. I used Claude to edit it before, so now it's just putting
I
final.
know,
But
but you probably didn't tell it was a super editor or whatever of
yeah,
whatever.
probably not.
And you need to. That's what I'm trying to get at.
Yeah.
What people used to put in there and we got away from,
Mhm.
Claude itself is putting it back in.
Oh,
If
interesting.
you ask it to make a prompt for you to do certain things.
Yeah, this one, it's going to be the workbook. This one was just to get a book out there, and then I'm going to work on the other book. So this one was a trial: what to do right, what to do wrong, what do I want to take and put into the big book that'll be out hopefully in the next 2 to 3 weeks.
Right. And
I got to
that's the
work
other
on
thing.
that.
I got to finish mine. Got my person help me on this branding. I know I cut you off, sorry. And
Yeah,
then I'm going to do the same thing with my book because part of that package I want to send out is that book
same.
for VA.
I want for that event on July 30th, I want to be able to have a QR code that for, hey, here's the cheat sheet, and then I'll link to the free community and pimp out the book too. So
Because the guy I helped build that website, craigarona.com, I actually wrote a book called Earn the Room, which was a New York Times best-selling title that it came
right.
up with me and Claude, and then he took that and just turned it into a workbook instead of a book.
Yeah.
And that he's actually utilizing that with clients right now and using that workbook from what I created in Claude. And he, of course, he changed a bunch of it, but it was just the starting point for him to show him what he could do. And because the biggest problem with us, we get in our own way.
100%.
And we forget, we think we can't do certain things. People need the minimum stuff is what people pay for, how to get started. I saw today there's a course on how to do all that stuff I learned from Nuno in like 10 minutes.
Yep.
And that was about what the different things are in Claude and everything. It's a freaking course on it. And I'm like,
Yeah.
you don't need this course. Just
But
watch a YouTube video.
But most people don't want, they want to think they're buying from an authority, even though YouTube is free. Look at Alex Hormozy. Everything's on his website for free, and people still pay the $5,000 to go to his course, right? It's proximity. It's the feeling like we've been so conditioned that you have to buy something from someone to get value out of it, that people will buy people's courses all day long instead of just going, I wonder if they have a YouTube channel. So we just live in interesting times. That's the same dilemma I have, is like course sales have slowed because people want instant answers. People are very rarely wanting to learn the skill anymore. They want the end result.
Correct.
Yeah. So, all right, let's get out of here. I got to take care of somebody else.
All right, you do that.
Yeah.
Should I take us out then?
Yep.
We did this backwards. You did exactly what we did on Tuesday. I think you brought us in and I took us out.
Who knows?
What are you going to do? All right, we'll be back on Tuesday. We'll have more information about what we're doing. We'll tell you exactly what to do or not to do, depending on how we feel that day.
Yeah.
Brian, I appreciate you being here. I appreciate you for watching us. If you like what we do here, subscribe on our YouTube channel. That's Aces53. If you just forward it to a friend, let somebody know. We appreciate it. Thank you, sir. Make it a great day.
Bye, bye.